You might probably wonder how would this boost your confidence, or how these two men from 1910s contributed to the mental health of 7.5 million people, including these celebrities, and including me. Chronicles of my hair loss continues. I have to announce officially, I'm addicted. I'm addicted to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and that's the best addiction one can have. And I will tell you why. Who am I? Well, I'm a humble white belt. I've been doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu for a year. While you can Google the story of origins of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, I'll try to define how did I get hooked on this martial arts. It just changes you. It changes the attitude towards the world. It provides precious community. On the mat, nothing hides. Everything is on the display. And that's when you make friends, because everything is honest. I mean, I don't know how does it happen that the very interesting professions and very interesting people are into Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Let's listen what other more experienced practitioners and coaches have to share about Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So you get like reflections from every level of the mastery, from white belt to the black belt.
It seems that we like beating up each other, but to actually build each other up. It's not to break anybody down, right? So that's the whole point. And a big part of Jiu-Jitsu that was preached even for when I grew up and like for the races is that what matters not only what you do inside here, and it's like for more corny or tacky that sounds, all of these have to reflect outside of the mats. To get better here, you actually have to eat better, sleep better, treat people better.
It's not just jiu-jitsu, but it's the people that do it. If you do tennis, you probably go to play with your friends. But here, you play with whoever's there. That's definitely a part that makes it special, because there's no like limits to who can come to jiu-jitsu. Usually in normal human life, we don't break the physical touch barrier very often. At the workplace, touching is like, if you're friends, you can give each other a hug, but it's not like you go up to some random coworker and start hugging them. But here, you go like a slap and bump, and then you try to kill each other, and sometimes you don't. Like a lot of times, it's a very pleasant and non-aggressive situation as well. And that's how you get to know people.
Over and over again, you see that shy person that was bullied or whatever it is to get more confidence, because you know that anybody can put their hands on you, you know how to handle yourself, right? At least reflects in different ways. It's not you're going to end up beating up people, but you get more confident to stand up for yourself and know what you can do, right? And that's, you understand it's something that you have to be always working on over and over again. That's part of martial arts, especially Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, especially if you go back to the graces, is to preach these a lot, right? So you go to the mats, you make the brave, the tough guy get humble, and the weak guy, shy guy to get more confidence.
The guy that stepped in was like this.
Hello, everyone. Can I join? I'm sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, I was super shy and thinking about everyone else, like everyone's feelings. I put everyone else in front of me. I wanted everyone to like me. No, I don't give it, because I like me better. Maybe this is the confidence, but I just don't care anymore. And that's why I wouldn't dare putting the nail painting on without Jiu-Jitsu too, because I don't care about your opinion. I can beat you up. I'm still scared as when I go out. I'm pretty scared, man. But I'm not scared to be scared. And that's this guy too, man enough to admit I'm scared.
I can do a lot of things wrong. I can make mistakes, I can say stupid stuff. But you'll never beat me in a fight if we're 1-on-1 on the mat with a gi on. I feel safe within myself. I feel like I can keep my head high. So the self-defense part, I don't put a lot of emphasis on. I don't really value that part as much, because I'm not scared of confrontations, because I'll avoid them. There's something about having something in your life that is completely reliable. Because most things in life aren't. Things happen all the time. But on the mat, if you push his knee that way, it will move that way. It's pretty simple, in my eyes, that the feeling of reliability is what creates self-confidence, and that bleeds out into other parts of life.
I'm in no terms a fight seeker outside. I would just really like to avoid it, but I feel very, very confident.
Anxiety, exactly the opposite of the anxiety. Not happiness or something else, it's not fulfillment or whatever. It is trust. You're anxious because you don't trust the environment. You don't trust your life around you, right? You're anxious. But if you trust what's gonna happen next, if you trust the process, if you trust your future, if you trust the people around you, life just changes. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is based on trust. So automatically you have to trust your training partners. So that's what happens with your anxiety when you go in there.
Trust everybody in the room. That's it. So in Brazil you say this, right? I know jiu-jitsu. If you fight for the sport, if you fight for a tournament, I'm gonna stop when you tap. If you ask me to stop, I'm gonna stop. But if you fight for honor, or if you fight for life or whatever, I'm gonna stop when I want to stop. Here, that's it. Like someone's choking me out, I can resist. I can go to my limit because I'm 100% sure I can try to escape. I'm 100% sure that when it has to stop and I tap, my training partner's gonna let me go. Right? So we can put ourselves into this test. Many times you can escape, many times you cannot escape, and then boom, you trust your training partner with your life, basically, in a way. And it's not only jiu-jitsu, it's the community that you have, right? So when you go to a place that everybody's working hard, everybody's struggling together, right? And trying to learn something, trying to get better, and I try to get better to make you better, and you're getting better, gonna make me better. So everybody has the same goal, and in order to get better is to go through these struggles, is to go through these uncomfortable things that you have to go through, right? Physically or maybe struggling mentally with any kind of anxiety that as you talked about. It's a connection of not only talking and looking and caring and holding and touching and grabbing, squeezing and pushing and pulling. You get everything here, right?
There is something about jiu-jitsu that is different from most other human things that we do. If you have anxiety, I think jiu-jitsu is an incredibly daunting and scary, difficult thing to start with. And I think that if you were able to still do it, you'll realize that this was probably the most scary thing you ever did.
That's what this is. You get beat up for years. And it doesn't get easier, but you're getting stronger. And that's life too. It doesn't get easier. You're getting stronger. And you get really flexible too. I was so stiff before. Helped me all over my life. Jiu-jitsu. All over my life. It starts with just you can handle to have a little bit uncomfortable situations and still remain calm, right? You know that feeling, it's the worst. This that happens, it will pass.
Everyone wants to be a world champion, everybody wants to be a world champion, or get the titles, the one that matter. You want to be a champion, right? Analyzing with the champion. You can't be a champion in jiu-jitsu or in martial arts without being a champion home to your family, without being a champion to your community, right? Without being a good son, a good boyfriend, a good employee.
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu encourages the integration of physical, emotional and mental components of our being. When you spar with someone, this is the moment when all three collaborating like crazy. Somehow in life, it is more or less depleted. There is always some gap between these three things. We lack the synergy of these three. BJJ, in essence, promotes a harmonious balance between the body, mind, and emotions, creating a more holistic experience of being in the present moment.
You need to be thinking about all the scenarios, about the move that came before, the move that's going to come next, and where you at to be able to perform. And you cannot think about many different things when there's someone trying to choke you out, trying to get your arm and control you and try to break your arm and whatever. You need to focus because first your body started to work. You need to be your body and your mind should be synchronized. You should understand the technique. You should perform the technique. And as we go live sparring, since you're just grappling, there's no strikes, there's no punches and kicks or biting or poking the eye or whatever. There's no way to be thinking about the movie theater that I lost last week. If someone is trying to, get that control, or you trying to get that control of that person, or trying to get that submission or that choke that's coming, and you have to survive. But sometimes you just think about breathing. first that we don't even think about it most of the time, right? Sometimes you just need to focus and think about breathing, and from the breathing you start to work your movements in the game and everything around that moment there.
I mean, I've tried gym, of course, and after 3 months I'm just hitting that plateau, and I don't want to go there because everything is so monotonic. Yeah, no one's there, luckily. No two takedowns are the same. No same technique done in different occasions is the same. I mean, everyone changes all the time. Everyone tries to evolve, everyone tries to get better. And also, every occasion offers something new. Some new technique, some new friends, some interesting conversation.
It's a lifestyle, builds up the character, and it's a passion you just get hooked. That's it, get addicted to it, and it's a very good addiction to get to have. And even now I have to do my sacrifices to be here. Then you see people going through shit. Today there was a girl here, one of my students, former students with a six months baby here, training, you know, people, the other one's pregnant, and the other one has 2 kids, and people had, I know that everybody at some point is gonna make some kind of sacrifice to be. It can be time with friends, time with family, whatever. And that's how important these things. When you see a 15-year-old boy that has nothing to do, just go to school and come and train, that's one thing, that's nice, you're building up. But when you see people that has a life and has everything, you know, some people have to put the kids to bed and run to training, and then they're gonna be tired to go to work the next day, and but they keep coming. Right, so I really appreciate that, and that's you see how people are hooked. Right? Nobody's forcing anybody to be here, right? And that's one thing that I even tell my students: all the good things that I did here and the bad things that I did here for jiu-jitsu, for the school, everything comes from a place of love, because we love what you do. We love to have people around.
It's like a chess game where your opponents can move your pieces back, and then they can switch the board, and then you're constantly moving forward and back. And you can also get tired, and so and you can get something can be painful, and sometimes you can feel like I just don't want to do this anymore, and you can keep going, but you don't have to. You just give up. Sometimes you will, and sometimes you won't. And the feeling of not giving up is one of the best feelings in the entire world. It's feeling like at least I didn't die. It's a goal in itself.
I won't go into the science, but there are like 4 main chemicals involved in this. Well, the cocktail of happy chemicals consists of dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and beta endorphins. I won't go into details in this, you can Google it yourself, but BJJ is responsible of releasing those happy chemicals. If you're the person who thinks that his best qualities are yet to be discovered, well, looking for the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu school nearby can be the best first step you can make.